doing a chair-based yoga class. So you'll need, for your props, a chair, a nice sturdy chair, preferably without arms on the side, because we will be doing some movements on the side, but you don't want that to get in the way. You also need a mat that you can place the chair on if you're on like a hardwood floor, just to keep the chair from sliding, to keep you safe. And if you're on a carpeted floor, then you wouldn't need the mat. You can also, typical props that we will use in our chair yoga classes are a bolster, blocks, and sometimes we'll even use a strap. Those are Hi, my name is Holly, and today we are doing a chair-based yoga class. So you'll need a chair, a nice sturdy chair that doesn't have sides is preferable. That way when we do things on the side, the arms won't get in the way. If you're on like tile or wood floor, you're going to want a mat to keep the chair from sliding. If you're on carpet, you probably don't need that. And then I typically like to use a bolster, blocks, and then sometimes one of these straps. Today's class we will just stay seated, and then later classes we can progress into other options. So we'll get started with our centering. When we center, you want to be nice and comfortable in your seat as we just take a moment to start the class. If your feet can touch the floor and then lean all the way back into your chair, that's great. If you are not able to touch the floor with your feet, depending on your chair, you can always use blocks. Just set the blocks on the floor, and then you can press your feet into the blocks and ground down that way. You also have the option to put a bolster or a pillow behind you, and that might create a little more comfortable seat that you can lay back onto the bolster. So whatever option feels comfortable for you, go ahead and take that. And while you're in this seat, I want you to just close your eyes and just let your body relax. Relax from whatever you came from today, whatever busyness you had maybe this morning, or whatever time, if you're taking this in the evening, whatever has gone on through your day, just take a moment to relax and let all of that go. You can just keep your eyes closed and just watch your breath. Don't change anything, just notice how you're breathing. I want you to focus on your breath and inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. On your next inhale, I want you to place your hands on your belly, and as you inhale through your nose, I want you to feel your belly expand. And then on your exhale, feel your belly deflate. This is diaphragmatic breathing. It's very relaxing to the nervous system. It can help just calm the body and calm the mind. And as you breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, this is really great for a lot of things. One being lowering high blood pressure. If you have high blood pressure, this can help bring that down before you begin your yoga practice. Take a few more breaths here. When you're ready, you can blink open your eyes and just wiggle your arms, wiggle your body as we come out of our centering and our breath work. And the more that you practice those breath techniques, and we'll learn more different breath options. It's really good to practice that, just like anything. As you practice, you can become better at it. So if you're in a situation where you're feeling nervous or stressed, you can come back to your breath that you've practiced and trained yourself to be able to relax quicker and more. So after that, just place your hands on your knees and we'll do some dancing lions. It's a great way to warm up the spine. We'll go one way, and then you can switch and go in the opposite direction. Just make sure you have a wide base with your feet to help keep your body nice and stable. Okay, now come to a neutral position. Sit nice and tall. In yoga, we want to think lengthening our body. So you can think from your sit bones all the way up to the crown of your head. You're just just imagine reaching through the crown of your head and create that nice long line. So as we come to this neutral position, I want you to take your nose and imagine that you're drawing a smiley face with your nose. And this is just going to be a gentle neck stretch. Just go from one side to the other. We don't have to do anything deep, just a nice gentle movement. Okay, and we'll do one more. You can meet in the center, and now we're going to do a little neck stretch where you'll take your right ear and just drop it down to your right shoulder and feel that nice stretch in the left side of your neck. Few breaths here. Now take your chin and drop it down to your shoulder. You can feel a little bit more in the back of your neck. And then release that and go down again with your ear to your shoulder. And then your chin. Okay, and then with that right hand, just place it on your head and gently bring your neck up. We want to be careful with our neck, so bring it up to the center. And we'll do it to the other side. So bring the left ear down to your left shoulder. And then we'll take the chin and bring it down to the shoulder. And then the ear. And your chin. Okay, and then place your hand on the side of your head and just gently guide your head back up to center. So we'll do some lateral side stretches. Inhale your arms up over your head. And this is called our upward salute. And then drop your right hand down to the side of the chair and then feel that nice stretch in the left side of your body. And then inhale your arms back up to upward salute and then drop the left arm down and feel this nice stretch on the opposite side, on the right side. Back up to our upward salute, prayer hands, and then meet back down to what's called mountain. I'm coming to what we call our chair pose. You're going to come to the edge of your seat with your feet nice and grounded into the floor. Lift your arms up over your head into what we call chair pose. So it's chair pose in a chair. So a traditional chair pose is standing like this. So we'll do it in the chair version. And reach your hands up over your head. Exhale down into your forward fold. And you can come down as far down as feels comfortable for you. You can go all the way down to the floor. You can stop at your shins. You can place your hands on your knees. Whatever feels comfortable. A lot of times I'll use blocks here. You can fold down and place your hands on the blocks and let your neck gently release. Just remember, the longer you hang out down here, the slower you want to come back up. So on your inhale, we'll come up to a halfway lift, where you come up, place your hands on your knees, and we're going to feel that nice length through our spine. We'll stretch from the our hip bones all the way through the crown of our head, and just think a nice line from both of those areas. Just take a few breaths here. And on your inhale, we'll do a forward fold again. On your exhale. And on the inhale, slowly come up, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale your arms up over your head, bring your hands down into prayer pose, and we'll meet back. We'll do that one more time. Inhale your arms up over your head, forward fold, halfway lift, and forward fold, and then slowly come back up. Lift your arms up over your head into an upward salute. And then as we come down, I want you to drop your right hand to the back of the chair and your other arm to your left arm to your right knee, and just do a side twist here. Just feel that nice twist in your spine. And then inhale that right arm up and over and place it on the left knee. We'll have our arms crossed, and inhale into a cow pose. You're gonna pull your chest forward and feel that nice bend in your back. And then exhale, bring your chin into your belly and feel this time a nice stretch in your back as we contract the front of the body. Do a few more of those. Inhale to our cow pose, and exhale into cat. Do that again. Just do a few more at your own pace. And then come back up, and we'll meet in a center position, and you can lift your arms up parallel to the floor and then place your hands on your shoulders. If this is uncomfortable for your shoulders at all, you can also place your hands on your elbows. And then we'll just do another cat-cow. Right, and then unravel your hands, and we'll just shake that out. And we'll do one more of those, one more of those. So we'll inhale our arms up over the head again, exhale, forward fold, place your hands on the blocks. Just gently feel that, feel your head lower down. Inhale into a halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. And inhale, slowly come back up, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale your arms up over your head. Okay, so we'll move on to our sun salutation V, where we're going to put in another chair pose that we did in our warm-up today. So lean forward a little bit on your chair. Place your feet on the ground, ground into the mat with your feet for a nice stable base. And then think stretching from your hips through the crown of your head. And then lean forward just a little bit, and inhale your arms up forward and over in line with your ears by your head, and your hands, you probably can't see my hands, but place your palms towards each other. Take a few breaths here. And then on your next exhale, forward fold. Again, remember to hinge through your hips. Come down to your forward fold. Inhale into a halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. And then slowly come back up and grab onto the back of your chair. We'll take a nice back bend, like a cobra pose here. And inhale your arms up over your head, and we'll forward fold clasp your hands together and grab your left leg and pull it up with you as we take our lunge. Make sure you engage your abs here to help protect your lower back. You can do some ankle rotations in one direction and then the opposite direction. And point, flex, point, flex. Alright, and then you can lower that down. Remember to engage your abdomen. And then we'll come to a mountain. And we'll do that again for the other side. Inhale your arms up over your head. Exhale down into a forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And slowly come back up and grab onto the back of your chair for a cobra pose. And then exhale into a neutral spine. Inhale your arms up over your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to clasp our hands onto the right leg and come up with that leg into our lunge. Again, rotate the ankle one way and then switch directions. And then point, flex, and then gently bring that down. Engage your abdomen as you bring your leg down, and then we'll meet back into our mountain. Okay, now we will move on to our pyramid variation, and I'm going to move my blocks off to the side. So what you can do, this is where you have the option to use the strap, which we could have used the strap also in the Sensal B as we lifted the leg. So if you were going to be lifting the leg, and you can clasp your hands together and grab under your knee to lift. You have the option to go under your thigh like this, or you also can use a band or a strap and hold it like this to lift up, if that is helpful. So whatever works for you. Okay, so we'll clasp your hands together. We'll start with our right leg. Remember to engage your abdomen as you lift up. And then we'll do again some ankle rotations, both directions. And I'm actually going to put my hands under here because then we are going to straighten it and then straighten it out. Then just do that a few times. And on the last time, we'll straighten it out and then drop it down. You might need to move forward, scooch forward a little bit onto the floor or onto your mat. I've moved my chair and slide it back. Onto the mat, and then we'll place our other hands onto the left knee, whatever feels comfortable for you. And again, we're going to hinge through the hips, so lengthen through the spine, through the crown of your head as you hinge forward. And feel that nice stretch in your hamstrings and in your glutes. And just breathe here. And on your next exhale, see if you can go down a little bit deeper. Okay, now when you're ready, just slowly come back up with the support of your hands and bring that leg back in. And you can just shake your legs out a little bit. We'll do that with the left leg. So you can clasp on. Actually, if you can go from underneath, that's probably going to be easier for when you straighten out the leg. So lift your leg up, and we'll just do a few more rotations of the ankle. Point, flex, and then reach that foot out in front of you, and then bend it. So we'll straighten the leg and bend. Straighten and bend. Straighten, bend, and then on the last straight leg, drop it down on the floor, heel on the mat, toes facing up. You can slide forward just a little bit, and then support. You can take your hands onto the right leg for support. Reach up through the crown of your head, nice straight spine as you hinge forward through the hips. And feel that nice stretch in your hamstrings and your glutes. Just make sure you keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Now on your next exhale, see if you can go down just a little bit deeper. This time I want you to point that straight-legged foot, point it, and then flex. And point, and that's gonna just add an extra stretch to your quads. Right, now bring that foot back and we'll meet in our mountain pose. Okay, now we are going to move on to our wide leg position. So you can slide to the corner of your chair and bring your legs out to the side. This is where we are going to work on our warrior poses. Ground your feet into the mat. And I just want you to do some heel raises and then lift your toes, lift the heels and your toes. And then ground those feet into the floor and make sure you're feeling nice and stable in your seat and your legs. And inhale your arms up over your head. Exhale, bring your arms down into what we call cactus pose. This is really a good stretch for your chest, and it can help with your posture. So any of these movements are going to help with your posture as we stretch the front and then strengthen those back muscles. So inhale your arms up over your head and exhale into cactus. And inhale, exhale, and one more. Then we're going to take that right leg and your right arm and have those lined up with each other. And then your left leg, just gonna have like a 90-degree angle. You can work towards a 90-degree angle. And then like your left arm can stay parallel with your left leg, or you can reach it out however comfortable it is in your shoulder, whatever feels right. If you're able to move it all the way and straighten it out, that's fine, but do what is comfortable in your shoulder. If it's hurting your shoulder, then just bring it down onto your leg, whatever feels good. So inhale those arms up into our warrior pose. And you're going to gaze over your right fingertips and then lean forward just a little bit in your seat. Just make sure you're not nice and stable. Take an inhale and exhale, drop your right hand forearm onto your right thigh as you rotate your left arm up or you're going to rotate it down and up in line with your ear. And then gaze up at your palm. And this is our side angle pose. On your next exhale, bring that arm down and back. This is a lot more gentle on your arm to do it that way, on your shoulder. And then bring that right arm back in line with your left leg into your warrior two. Exhale, drop your left arm to your chair and hold onto your chair as you reverse your right hand, palm facing up, and bring it up and over your head. And you can look up at your palm, and this is reverse warrior. Remember to engage your abs, pull your belly button into your spine. And on your exhale, come back and we'll meet in our warrior two. And then exhale, drop your right forearm onto your thigh. And again, rotate. We want to be careful with that shoulder. Bring it down like in a circle and then bring it up in line with your ear. And you can gaze up at your pinky as we take side angle. And then exhale, bring that arm down again in a nice circle into warrior two. We're going to lean forward again as we gaze over that middle finger. chair as we rotate the palm of our hand up and bring it up and over your head into your reverse warrior. And on the exhale, we're going to come back into our warrior two. And then you can drop your hands down to your thighs, around to your knees, and just shake that out. And then inhale your arms up over your head into upward salute, and exhale back into cactus. And inhale your arms up and over your head, and exhale into your cactus pose. Okay, you can just shake that out. And we're going to move on to the opposite side. So this time your left leg and your left arm will be in line with each other. And then your right arm is able to go wherever is comfortable for you. And I'm actually going to slide over to this side of the chair so you can see me a little bit better. So my left arm and left leg are going to be in line with each other, parallel to each other in the same plane. And then your right arm is able to go wherever it feels right in your shoulder. Remember, you can bring it down, you can hold it up here, whatever feels good for you. So we're gonna come into our warrior two, face that left hand, gaze over that middle finger, and then you can lean forward, however feels comfortable to you as we take warrior two. Take a few breaths here. And then on your next exhale, take that right hand, place the forearm onto your left thigh. Inhale your right arm down and up, parallel to your ear. And then you can gaze up at your palm into side angle pose. And then we'll exhale. Remember to bring that arm down and out, and then lift that front arm back into your warrior two. And then lean forward. And on your next exhale, we're going to drop that right hand to the seat of your chair as you flip the palm of your hand and raise your arm up and over, and then gaze up at your palm into reverse warrior. On your next exhale, we're going to meet back in warrior two. And lean forward. And then release it. You can just shake the arms, shake the shoulders, roll the shoulders back. Just did a lot of work in that upper body there. And inhale your arms up over your head. And this time we're just going to take a nice side lateral twist. You can place that left hand on your right knee and just twist a little bit further. And inhale your arms up over your head, and then we'll twist to the opposite side. Place your right hand on your left leg, and then you can hold on to the back of the chair and you take a nice twist. You can really just feel that through your whole body there. Okay, we'll meet back in the middle. We're just going to do a couple dancing lions. I love this one. It feels so good in my spine and my hips. It really loosens everything up. Right, and we'll inhale our hands up, and we'll take a forward fold. Remember, lengthen through your spine, through the crown of your head as you hinge through your hips. You can use your blocks again here as you hinge and fold into your forward fold. And exhale into a halfway lift. We'll keep a nice straight line in your spine. Reach through the crown of your head. And then exhale, forward fold. And inhale, come up slowly. I want you to lift the heels of your toes, or the heels of your feet back and forth as you slowly come I like to do some movement sometimes with the legs as we're coming up from a full forward fold to just help get the blood circulating, and it can help reduce any feelings of being lightheaded. Okay, so those were our wide leg positions. Now we're going to move back to the center of our chair, and we are going to play with some balancing postures. And we'll start with, you'll take your right leg and cross it over your left leg. We can start here. You can also just cross at your ankles. You can use a block to work on getting it a little bit higher, whatever feels comfortable for you. So we're gonna cross there at the knees or the ankles, and then inhale your arms up over your head, and then we're gonna exhale with the right arm going below the left arm into our eagle arms. This puts a lot of pressure on the shoulders, so if that is uncomfortable, you can stay at the eagle arms, or you can just cross at the elbows and then place your hands on your shoulders. So let's just do that together. If this creates pain in your shoulders, you also have the option to just hold on to your elbows in more of like a prayer arms. So just play with that and see what feels comfortable. We'll start with our arms parallel to the floor, and inhale into a cow pose where we pull our belly forward and you feel that bend in your back. And then on the exhale, pull your belly in, your chin towards your belly, and you can feel the rounding of your spine in cat pose. And then exhale, back into that back bend. And then inhale into our cat pose. Just do a couple more of those. Okay, we'll unravel our hands. You can just shake that out. You can roll the shoulders back a few times. And then we'll just meet at a neutral place on our chair, a neutral spine. Whenever we're doing any back bends or anything, it's nice to just come and neutralize the spine for a minute. Okay, now we'll take, release that, and we'll do the opposite side. So take your left leg and cross it over your right leg. And this time, let's do the prayer arm. So just grabbing at the elbows, and then we'll twist over to the right, and then twist over to the left. Make sure you breathe through this. We tend to want to hold our breath through tension, but you want to make sure you're breathing. So just do a few more at your own pace, your own speed, whatever feels good to you. And then you can unravel your arms, take your knee back down to or your foot back down to the floor. And now we will do, so those were crossover called eagle legs. Now we are going to do our figure four. So take that right leg. You can hold the knee and then grab onto the ankle to help guide your leg into position to help protect it. And then I like to just hold those places as I take this stretch. So again, we're going to inhale, we're going to lengthen through the spine, through your sit bones, up through the crown of your head, and then again, hinge through your hips. And you might not be able to go very far. The stretch of my hips are really tight, so this one, I don't go very far, but I can definitely feel it. So just make sure you breathe. Every exhale, you might be able to go down a little bit deeper. And then again, once you get to that point of resistance, you can just kind of relax your head down, and then you might feel a little bit more of a stretch in the back of your body. Okay, when you're ready, on your next inhale, just slowly come up. And then as you release that leg, just hold on to your knee and your ankle and just guide that foot back down to the floor. Okay, and then you can take any feeling that stretch, you've gone far enough. It's perfect. Just make sure you breathe through it. And on your next exhale, slowly come back up. And then hold on to your knee as you gently bring your foot back down to the floor. Okay, now we are going to move into our cool down. We worked real hard stretching our bodies, and now let's take the time to cool down and center for a moment. So I'm gonna have you guys grab your bolsters or your pillow, whatever you have. If you don't have anything, that's fine too. You can still do it without. But if you just grab a pillow or a blanket or roll up a blanket, that works really good too. So we're gonna take a child's pose in the chair. So you can just fold over your body over in your head and then just relax here. However is comfortable. You can fold your arms and just rest there for a moment. You guys stay there as you keep breathing. Close your eyes. Just take a moment to notice how your breath is, how your body feels. Maybe compare how your body feels now to how it felt at the beginning of our practice. How your mind feels now to how it felt at the beginning of practice. There's no right or wrong way to feel, just notice it. Just take a few more breaths here. And when you're ready, just slowly come back up and place the forearms of your hands on your bolster. And we'll just do a gentle back bend. And you can just press, or you can even do it this way, whichever feels good. Just open up your chest, retract your shoulder blades, have your shoulder blades kind of come back as you take that nice back bend. And then you can release and just shake that out. And we'll just come to a center position. Inhale your arms up over your head, and exhale, just take a gentle twist. And inhale your arms back over, and then we'll take a gentle twist on the other side. And then inhale up into your prayer arms, and then we'll just sit here for a minute in our neutral spine to just kind of. Okay, now we're going to do our shavasana. So you can sit however is comfortable. I want you to sit to the back of your chair. If your feet don't reach, you can put blocks underneath, or you can put a bolster behind, and that's also nice because it can support your head a little bit as you lean back. And I just want you to relax your body however you need to sit to feel that relaxation. Just let every muscle just relax. Start with your feet, your legs, your arms, your spine, your neck, and all the way to the crown of your head. Just really relax. Try to find stillness in your mind and body, and notice again how your body feels. Notice your breath. Don't change anything, just notice. Release your awareness from your body and breath, and try to find moments of stillness here. Whatever your practice looked like today, just remember your body showed up. It moved, it breathed, and it supported you. We don't have to be perfect to be grateful. Just take a moment to thank your body for carrying you through this practice, just as it carries you through your day. Let that awareness rest with you here for a few more moments. When you're ready, just gently wiggle your toes and lift your heels off the mat one at a time. Wiggle your fingers, take your thumb and just rub it over each one of your fingertips. When you're ready, you can blink open your eyes. You can just sit with a neutral spine. Take a few more breaths here. Inhale your arms up over your head. And then place your hands together into prayer hands. This time I want you to press your thumbs into your sternum. Take a few breaths here. And take a moment to consider how you might carry any of the positive feelings with you that you've had today in your yoga practice. How you might carry those with you today throughout your day. Bow down. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today for this chair yoga class, and I think tomorrow we'll do another version of the class with some standing options. So have a great day.